Welcome back to the Urban Permaculture Garden. Now, I know it's been a long time. Um, Life has been kind of crazy. Whoa. Life has been kind of crazy lately. I mean, we've had fires everywhere in BC. We have two currently in where I live in the Okanagan Valley. I don't know if you can tell by the sky, but it's all smoke covered. I'm currently breathing it in, and it's been kind of harsh. It's been giving me headaches, but lots of changes been going on in my life as well. And we also had that massive heat wave that came in here, and I had to cover most of my plants with bed sheets because it was literally destroying the leaves. I'll show you what's going on in the garden with the heat damage and everything, but it's good to be back. It's good to be doing another video. So join me to see what's growing on in the Urban Permaculture Garden on July 14th. We've had the lilies have been growing pretty well. Well, a lot of them have already flowered, so you can't see them all, but this is a good example right there. Beautiful flowers. And this rose, you can already see some heat damage here. The rose has been making some good flowers this year. She's really shot back up. I thought it was dead, but no, she's doing really well. So that makes me happy. You can see some of the massive heat damage that has happened to my raspberries in this area. Completely shriveling up the leaves. And the berries, this one looks alright, but a lot of the berries have just kind of dried up and crisped up real fast. So I haven't got much of a harvest from them this year, but that's okay. Look at that strawberry, holy. Oh, look at that. It's the first sunflower. It's just starting to open up. That's awesome. I had no idea. But the popcorn has been doing alright. I've been having to water every night because I'm also working at the tree farm again for a bit, so I've been busy with that as well. But I've had to water everything at night, every night. Make sure I'm watering these guys because, the heat's too much, and it's still going on. I think it's 36 degrees Celsius right now. It's pretty intense, but it's not as intense as it was a few weeks ago. But anyways, popcorn is doing very good. I'm surprised how well it's taking in this weather. Oh, look at that. I think I should probably be harvesting those so that I don't get too many of the weeds, but there's a lot I gotta do. Well, I also did spend some time harvesting these plants over here. I harvested, the catnips were huge, and I chopped them up and drying them currently, so yeah, it's been good. Been picking the chamomiles. I'm gonna have to do more of that. They've been producing lots and lots of flowers, so that's pretty exciting. Oh yeah, and the dill has been flowering all over the place. And I got a carrot over here. It's out of nowhere, so that's kind of cool. Got some carrot seeds that I'm probably going to harvest. And I'm still waiting for the chocolate mints to start flowering, at least getting to that point, and then I'll pull them all out. So, well, not pull them out, but chop them. So I want to get lots of chocolate mint. It's one of our favorites, so I love that one. You can see the lemon balm popping up there. We had these daisies here. These ones were growing really big, but I had to remove them because they're blocking a lot of the sunlight from the mints, and I want the mints more than I want daisies. So here's the zucchinis. They're doing pretty good. No zucchinis yet, but they have male and female flowers, so that's exciting. The eggplants are kind of stunted, I think. They're really not growing much, and the grasshoppers are out now, so they're starting to eat the leaves. We'll just see how that goes through this year. Flowers are doing really well. This guy's still doing really well. I want to check this out. I got ashwagandha. I planted ashwagandha here. I don't remember if I got that on video. I think I did. But yeah, they're starting to sprout pretty well, and they're growing pretty quick. So that's pretty neat. Ashwagandha, I wasn't was kind of worried about it, but it loves the heat, so it's perfect. Go around here. Got some of the lion's ear. They're doing very well. That's really exciting. I'm really excited to try those. This is the dream root, African dream root. It's doing such a slow grower, but it's growing, so that's exciting. The other ones didn't work, so that guy worked out. I don't know what's going on with the chickpeas. Probably not the best way to plant them. I'll plant them somewhere better next year. And look at the lime basil. It's grown very well. It's actually flowering right now. Check that out. So I'm going to have to harvest these and dry them, and then that'll allow them to grow back, and I can do another harvest with them. Let's see the chamomile. Check out the grapes. They're doing well, and you can see the heat damage on some of their leaves. Literally kills the leaves. Like, I've never had this happen. We've never had this kind of heat. It was record-breaking temperatures not that long ago, so insane. And some of the brassicas survived. They're kind of struggling through the heat. But see those tarps, those bed sheets? I had whole bed sheets covering this. But I couldn't do it for too long. I just wanted to do it for the massive heat wave. So they're doing okay. I think they'll be alright. I harvested these onions. They're really tiny. They're like this big. Some of them were rotten, so I think they didn't have a good time this year either, because the heat really hurt them badly, actually. So it was probably a factor in that. And the arugula. It's doing good. Doing good. With the arugula. And the potatoes, I did do a little harvest of the potatoes that were here. The other ones are starting to go down. They got really, really, really affected by the heat, too. They got straight up burnt like crazy. Like, some of the plants instantly died. And with potatoes, they usually will start to die after the flower. And then that's when you want to harvest them, when they're down after that. But, they haven't flowered at all. Not once. I have never seen a single flower this year. So, yeah, they were really affected by the heat. We got this is that oregano. It's growing really well. That's cool. I might keep them there because I'm pretty sure they'll survive the winter. That's good. This is the garden I was pretty upset about. Well, it's one of my favorites, but look at the damage. Look how sad they look. And I'm trying to make sure I water them very well at night. But, look at this. Completely destroyed leaves. And the squash, they're just little tiny spindly guys, and some of them have died. And the beans they're doing okay. They're struggling, but they're doing okay. They're trying to reach the sun. I've learned some things I'm going to do next year. I've learned more. Some of the plants don't have enough sun because there's too much corn. So I'm going to have to do something different next year of spacing them out for the Three Sisters garden. I'm going to give that a go. I'm going to write this down in my garden journal. But one of them's trying to... See, they're trying to flower. So, again, I don't know if I'm actually going to get corn this year, but we'll just have to wait and see. Because it's been intense. I don't know what I'm going to be able to harvest and what not. Whoa. It's just a tiny hollyhock right there. Just full bloom. Those are the biggest flowers I've seen this year because my hollyhocks have been really stunted too. Oh yeah, we did have some blueberries. They're pretty much all done now. Some of them shriveled up too quick. Other ones were there's some right there. So we might have more. This one's kind of like a raisin. Still good though. Oh yeah. But they had a few, not a lot. The currants really got hit by the heat real bad, and their berries are very odd. I don't know how I feel about them yet. I'll have to give them a try next year. Maybe it was just not their year. They're really bitter, even though they were ripe apparently. So very weird. Check out the echinacea. Beautiful. Gonna let those get big, and then I'm gonna look up how to make a tincture We'll have our own cold medicine right there. Be sweet. More wildflowers. A lot of them are seeding. They just toss the seeds wherever. Maybe we'll have flowers in more spots. Very pretty. The chia, I'll have to do it again next year and not put them in pots like this, but it was an experiment. I wasn't even sure if they were going to grow, and look at that. So now I know. I'm going to try some chia in the actual garden bed next year. That'd be really sweet. But we'll see how they grow. They're doing okay. They're growing bigger, so it's exciting. The carrots have done really well, to be honest. They survived the heat real well. And these brassicas, the cabbages, they've had some hard times. Like, they looked very, very sad at the end of the day before I watered them, like, every day. So, like, it was crazy. But it is what it is. We're working on it. And, yeah, the canned soup seeds are growing. The little tomatoes. That's kind of cool. Don't know if we're going to get tomatoes from them, but the holy basil. It's doing really well because it loves this heat. Growing really nice and big. I'm going to try to get seeds from these so I can grow them next year as well, because that's really awesome. These guys are not doing well. So, probably get nothing from them. And the peas came and went. And you can see from all the pea pods on there still. I'm just saving them for the seeds for next year, but like, that's nuts. I barely got nothing, and they all just dried up really quick, so that's alright. It is what it is. Could be this container too, might not be the best. But I do have amaranth growing well, so that's kind of cool. Maybe I'll get amaranth, who knows. These guys, what is their names? I don't remember. You know what? That's okay. My brain is pretty dead today from the heat. I worked out in the sun, and then I went home and had a nap. And then, yeah. Anyways, these guys are doing okay. I don't know if they're going to really survive the heat, because they've kind of been dying, and they're in a little pot, so I don't know what's going on with that, really. Let's check out the watermelons. Oh, look at that. There's a female flower right there. Right there. Anyways, and this is just I just left the one pumpkin in here. He's like how freaking big it is. But yeah, looks like it's the only watermelon flower at the moment. But if I see male and female ones, I'm gonna try to pollinate them, so we get a watermelon. It'd be super cool. Never had that before in the garden. Well, look at the edible tobacco. It's just doing very well. It looks beautiful compared to all these that are just shooting up when they're babies. They're making flowers. Like in the Havana I got from my dad, it's just not growing. This is the Virginia Gold's not growing. But the Ahus is growing really well. Very well. But look at the leaves. These are all the burn marks. And I took off the bottom ones because they were all damaged. And I've just put them there. I'm going to try to harvest some of the leaves, but I'm not too worried about it. It's pretty cool though. So I put the bag on top because it's flowering, and I don't want hybridization of the seeds, because there's these tobaccos here, and if they hybridize, then the seeds are kind of weird, and so oftentimes will result in tiny things like this. So I don't know if this is just from, I think it's from the heat though, because these guys are stunted as well. So, but that's just yeah, prevent that. Is this my pot show? He's flowering like crazy. He's doing okay. He's still really tiny though. Oh yeah, and you can see the damage on the parsnips. Got hit pretty good from the heat as well. But the tomatoes, look at that. We got tomatoes. That's the Bonnie Best tomatoes. And come around here. Check out these tomatoes. Look at that. Love tomatoes, and these are the black cherry tomatoes right here. Oh my gosh, I love cherry tomatoes. I'm really excited about that. And the peppers, come down here. Oh, this is the gold nugget tomatoes. Look at that. So they seem to grow kind of small. I'm not sure if that's always true or if it's just their location, but I don't know, because this is another one right here. And the other ones over here are them as well, and they just seem to be really, really tiny. I think they're just a smaller variety, which is interesting. I'll have to test that out again next year. But check out the basil. There's so much basil in here, and they're all companion plants with peppers and tomatoes. So that's sweet. Oh look, we got a jalapeno. Jalapenos are producing. I don't know if we have any other peppers from the other ones, but I don't think so. Jalapenos are first, as usual. They love this heat. Oh yeah, and those are the paprika. I don't know, you get anything from them? They're growing all right. I think they like the heat a lot too, but they're getting a lot more shade. So, and I've had to clear some of the leaves, just trim them. That's been all right. They're doing really good. I'm really happy that they haven't been devastated by the heat as much. Check out the lion's ear. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say lion's mane, but that's a mushroom. So it's lion's ear. Look how big it is. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I hope they flower. That'd be sweet. Oh yeah, and the okras doing really well, and they're trying to make their little pod things. You can see that. They tried to produce. This one didn't make it. That one didn't make it. So I don't know what's going on. But they're cool. It's a cool experiment, that's for sure. They like the heat a lot, so. Oh yeah, and I got these 2 tobaccos from my dad because they're moving and he wants me to take care of some of the plants. This one here, Black Sea Samson, which is an interesting variety, and this one is African Red, which is another interesting. What are you doing on there? Get out of there! Get out of here! There you go. Oh, he just jumped on the other part. There, okay. Eating our leaves. Whoa! We just got hit by a grasshopper, guys. Yeah, they're out. They're out in full force, and they're liking the garden. That's for sure. But check out our cannabis. Cannabis is doing really, really well, actually. Again, I don't know if they're male or female, but I'm interested in using the leaves for tea because it's really medicinal. It's good for you. And you don't get high from leaf tea, so sweet. It's a neat experiment, actually, and they seem to be doing really well. They like the heat as well because they're from India, is where cannabis comes from originally. So likes that warm climate. But yeah, I think that's it for the garden. Yeah, thanks for watching. It's been a long time. It's still really hot out here. I'm actually sweating like crazy. So, thanks for watching this update on the urban permaculture garden, and stay tuned for more. I'll try to do one again soon because yeah, I'll have more time. So I'll give it a go when things are changing a bit more, and yeah, I'll see you soon. And yeah, have a good day. Like and comment and subscribe.